Hey everybody, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting holiday video for you, especially if you are a fan of Too Faced or Too Faced holiday releases. So I did end up picking up, which I said I wasn't gonna, but I did anyways. I did pick up 3 of the Too Faced holiday sets. So the Ulta specific Too Faced Gingerbread Lane set, I did pick up the Let It Snow Girl set, and I also picked up the Christmas Cookie House Party set. So we've got a whole lot to get through because I want to share with you all of the details on each of these so that you can determine which one of these is right for you. I will let you know they are different in their own ways, and so I do feel like each of these will appeal to different people. So I'm going to take you through swatches, thoughts, details. We'll do a demo using pretty much most of this stuff on my face and my eyes, and that way, again, you can see what is going to work for you. So let's go ahead and jump right into this. All right, let's go through each of these real quick. Let me give you like the price point, where it's made, all of that good stuff. So let's just go ahead and start off real quick with the House Party set. It's a limited edition Christmas Cookie House Party makeup collection. This must-have makeup collection contains a large breakaway palette of 20 multi-finish eyeshadows, a medium breakaway palette of 6 glitter and matte eyeshadows, and a small breakaway palette of 3 face products. You also get a mini mascara and Gingerbread Man melted matte lipstick. So I will tell you already, this one is made in China. So let's go ahead and I'm sorry, it retails for $58. And so the next one is the Let It Snow Girl set, and that one is $49. It is made in USA, assembled in Dominican Republic. And it is a limited edition Christmas-themed makeup collection featuring an eyeshadow palette, breakaway palette of 4 face products, breakaway palette of 2 face products, and a mascara. Okay, so that is that. And you can get that one at, so let me take a step back. You can get that one at Sephora and Ulta. The Christmas Cookie House Party is specific to Sephora, and this next one is specific to Ulta. So let's go over Gingerbread Lane. Now, Gingerbread Lane is, again, specific to Ulta because it's part of the Tutti Frutti collection, and it does retail for $35, so it is the best price point out of the 3. I will also tell you this one is made in China as well, and as per Ulta's website, it says it's a gorgeous limited edition set made up of 3 palettes to make your Tutti Frutti dreams come true. Each palette is full of versatile eyeshadows and face products that take your Christmas look to the next level. Give all 3 deliciously scented palettes as one amazing gift, or split them up amongst friends to spread even more Christmas joy. So if you remember the little houses that they've come out with in the past, where each little individual palette had a to and from on the back, this one is consistent with that. So let's go ahead and start with this one because I think it is going to be the quickest and easiest to get through. If I'm talking quick in this video, it's because we have a whole lot to get through. So because this is part of the Tutti Frutti line, each one has a scent. So there is one that smells like berry pie, another smells like banana bread, which is the one with the little bananas on the house, and then there's one that smells like sugar cookie. The packaging is very, very cute to these. So I mean, it's like a little house, and it's got the respective fruit on the cover, and I will say they smell amazing, especially the berry and the banana. Like, you can legit smell the fruit. And I like that very much because I'm not detecting any kind of scent on the others that we're going to go through, even though they're supposed to smell like something. So let's go ahead and go through these. So each one of these contains 4 shadows and a blush. So for example, the berry shade or the berry palette has 2 more standout shades, 2 mattes, and a blush. And then the banana, which, let's go one of these at a time. So let's first start with swatches, because if not, I'm going to confuse you, I'm going to confuse me, and then that's where we'll be. So let's go ahead and take you through these. All 4 of these are the eyeshadows. This is the blush. Sorry about that, I ran out of space. So 1 swipe swatches for pigmentation purposes, and they swatch very, very well. Next, let's move into the banana palette. So again, 4 shadows. This particular one has 3 mattes and 1 more standout shade. So here you go with the 4 shadows, and then right here you have the blush. So I'm going to tell you guys it's a very dreary day outside, so my apologies if the lighting isn't as wonderful as it is sometimes. But that is those. Now, the gingerbread, no, it's the sugar cookie one, is probably my favorite of the 3. It has a couple of what you would consider to be more topper shades, like the more sparkly shades. If you watched my Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Storm palette review, then it's got a couple of shades kind of like that, but almost a little bit more pigmented than those were. So 4 and 1. Let's see, just to give you the breakdown, 3 out of the 4 are either like glittery or metallic, and then there is 1 matte, which is that plum shade. So again, this is, given that I love sparkly and all things standout shades, this one is my favorite of the 3. All right, y'all, let's move into the Christmas cookie house party. So moving quickly, the little tiny door with the gingerbread man houses the 4 glitters and 2 mattes. These are those glitters that are suspended in some sort of gel formula to avoid having to use glitter glue. I typically go in with these straight onto the eye and don't use glitter glue, but you can for extra added like protection, I guess, or you know, so that they don't fall over all over your face. I do find them to flake a little bit, but nothing super major. But those are the 4 glitter shades. And it's kind of hard to swatch glitters, I find, but hopefully you can get a good enough glimpse right there to know what they look like. So they are more neutral shades. And then let me give you the swatches of the 2 mattes. Ooh, I am going to have glitter all over the place today. So the 2 mattes are also very neutral shades, and that's what those look like down there. Let's move into the face palette, the little roof. It does come with a highlight, a blush, and a bronzer, so I will let you know already. I find this bronzer to be slightly lighter than the one in the Let It Snow Girl. It's called Extra Toasty, and then the other one I think is Chocolate Soleil. But we'll get to that here soon. Here are the face products from this set. There you go. Just for reference, I am a light to light medium skin tone, and that's what they look like on me. Alright, y'all, for sake of time, I'm not going to go through each and every swatch from this palette because there's also a lot to go through in the Let It Snow Girl, but we are going to go through some of these. So let me grab a few of these. I'll be right back. Here we've got 4 of them. Santa's Favorite, Sled, No One Ever, Icing on Top, and Ginger Bells. Again, white 1 swipe swatches for pigmentation purposes. Alright, here's another 4. We've got Cinemagic, Get Elfed Up, Drink Up Grinches, and Oh Snap. For reference, the Gingerbread Man lipstick is a very like orangey brown. It's like a toasty orange is the best way I can describe it, but you do get a little mini of this. I almost wish that either they would have done a different one, like maybe done a mini gingerbread woman, because they also released the bullet form of kind of like the peach lipstick of the Gingerbread Man in their set that contained the bronzer. So basically same shade, just different format. Okay, lastly, let's move into Let It Snow Girl. This is, again, the one that is available both at Sephora and at Ulta. So you've got, you know, whichever is your place of preference, you can pick this one up. So let's move into packaging on this one. So I didn't go into packaging on all of these, and I probably should have, but they all resemble the same kind of, it's cardboard, kind of puffy packaging. Both of these, the Gingerbread Lane and the House Party, have like this kind of puffy type of cardboard material. Now, when it comes to the Let It Snow Girl, it's a little bit, it's hard to describe for me, but it's also kind of puffy, but it's not as sturdy, and that's probably the best way. I just realized the back of her head is super cute. Anyways, it's very cute aesthetically, but the actual feel, this feels the cheapest out of the three. So anyways, all three of these twist up like this. And then up here you've got the bronzer and the highlight, which, like I said, this is Chocolate Soleil. This one's a little bit lighter than the toasty one. It's a little bit cooler than the one we just went over. So that's what those two look like right there. Next is the middle portion of the Snow Girl body, and it looks like this. It's a little medium size, also twists open like this, and you have got 4 blushes. I do very much like the range of blushes in this palette because I think you've got a lot that can suit a lot of people. You've got like a really baby pink, but then you've got into the coral, into the mauve, and then a little bit of a deeper orangey pink shade, which is very, very pretty. But I will tell you that they do take a little bit of building up, as you can tell. I'm a firm believer in that swatches can't really tell you what something really is going to look like. So I'll get into thoughts when we go into all 3 of these here in a second, but just know they are beautiful shades. They take a little bit of building up. I'm not talking like 3 layers. I typically go in with a couple of layers. And then lastly, we have got, and I'll just let you know, there is a little mascara. Ooh, didn't mean to blind you there. There's a mascara right there. And then you've got the little eyeshadow palette body type that also swivels up like this. And here are your eyeshadow shades. You do have one of those glitter shades that's like suspended in gel, sorry. Same thing with this one. I'm not going to give you swatches of each and every one, but I will take you through a few so that you can see what they look like. Okay, here we've got Gimme Cookies, Sleigh Bells, Treat Yourself, and Resting Wish Face. Here we've got Sugar Show, Toff Cookie, Snow Globe, which is that one that I told you is suspended in that gel, and then Jolly Gosh. All right, y'all, now that we've gone through each of those sets, let's go ahead and get into my face, or my eyes and my face. So let's go ahead and do the demo portion of this video, and then we'll come back and kind of wrap up with thoughts on each set. I'm going to start off with the Let It Snow Girl palette with the shade Obvious Sleigh, super cute, and a blending brush. This is the orange shade that we're going to place on our crease, and the mattes in this palette are very, very pigmented, very blendable, buildable, and pigmented. So just keep that in mind. I went in and had to diffuse quite a bit, and that's why I come in with a separate blending brush to diffuse that out. Sticking with that same palette, going into Resting Wish Face and deepening up the outer portion of the lid, the outer portion of the crease, along with the actual lid. I do go in a couple of times to build it up and add the desired intensity. Now it's time to go into the Christmas Cookie House Party, going in with the shade Ginger Bells. This is just a matte shade. Well, there's some shimmer, but I'd consider it a matte, that I'm just going to blend all over the lid. Next up, going back into my Let It Snow Girl palette, going back into the Resting Wish Face shade, and just deepening that up a little bit more, just kind of replacing what I blended away. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Sleigh Bells and using my finger. You know this is my preferred method of applying these types of shades. I do have to apply these shadows as far as like the more intense metallics in this palette with my finger and multiple times to get what I want. Next, I'm going into Get Elfed Up from the Christmas Cookie House Party palette. These are very intense, blend and build very, very quickly. I don't know why I said blend, but build very, very quickly. They're very metallic. Now I'm going to go into the Gingerbread Lane palette. This is the sugar cookie one, and I'm going to go in with the shade Snowed In. This is one of my favorite shades out of this whole set. It is absolutely beautiful, both for inner corner and for lid. And now I'm going to deepen it up, or actually I'm going to go on my lower lash line, sorry, with the shade Courant. I think it's Courant Mood. It's the deepest shade in that one little palette, and it is very, very pigmented. Now I'm just going to go in with some liner and mascara, and then I'm going to go in with the Rooftop of the Christmas Cookie House Party, going in with Extra Toasty to warm up my face. This one is a very warm toned bronzer, but if I go in with a light hand, I definitely can make it work and build it up quite easily. Just placing that all over my face, as you can tell. Now I'm going to go in with the Let It Snow Girl palette. Sorry, I'm like juggling 10 palettes here as I walk you through this. I'm going in with the shade Christmas Dream. These blushes are very beautiful. They build so nicely, and I just see them working for multiple skin tones, even though they do take a little bit of building up. Next, I'm going to go in with the little face of Let It Snow Girl, going in with Angel Wings. Not my favorite highlight of all time, but it'll do the job. Just putting some highlight on my forehead as well. I like to glow like a glazed donut, and so I got to put it all over. And this is the final product of the eyes and face, using multiple products from Too Faced Holiday 2019. Alrighty guys, I hope you found that demo easy to follow, helpful, beneficial, you know, whatever the case may be, whether you own one of these sets and it helped give you some inspiration, or whether it kind of helped you decide which one is right for you. But let's just go ahead and start breaking down each one of these sets. So let's start off with the Tutti Frutti Gingerbread Lane. So this one is the most economical out of the three. It's the lowest price point at $35. You do get 12 eyeshadow shades, so it is the least in the number of shades, but your pan sizes are the largest. These are very large pan sizes. The performance on these has never given, like, it's never disappointed me. Each and every time that I have used these Gingerbread Lane little mini books, I have been thoroughly happy and thoroughly impressed. I will tell you, let me reach for it, sorry, that let me find it now. The one I told you is my favorite is the one with the sparkliest shades. Now, I would consider them to be you have to build them up quite a bit. And I'm talking specifically about these two shades right here. So it is Hot and Spicy and Don't Desert Me. They're beautiful. They're very sparkly. They're very holiday, unique holiday. However, they do take building. I would consider them to be more as toppers, just as I mentioned with the Dominique Cosmetics Celestial Storm. However, I do like these better than I like those. But I will tell you that it did take a lot of building, took about 4 times, and that was going in with a brush. Because, I mean, it seems with these for me that going in with a finger, I mean, doesn't really give much difference than a brush, and I can almost pack more because I can dig more in a brush. If I go in with my finger, it's almost like they start developing a little bit of hard pan. Anyways, aside from that, they are absolutely beautiful. The one you saw me put in the inner corner, which is Snowed In, is one of my favorites in this whole set. Absolutely beautiful. As far as the blushes, these are the ones I feel are going to fit the most skin tones because they are very pigmented. They go on very easily, very quickly, and they're just very flattering shades. So the scent, the presentation, the quality of these is very, very nice. The mattes perform very lovely. They're buildable, they're very opaque, and then like I said, those standout shades, if you're one for standout shades, then this is right up your alley. And honestly, for the price point, it is the best price point out of the 3. Next up, let's move on to the Christmas Cookie House Party. Now, this is, again, the one that is specific to Sephora. I will tell you, based on the face products, they're okay. They're not my favorite, but it's kind of one of those things where it's included in the whole bundle. I particularly buy these for the eyeshadow palettes, so it means I will get use out of this, but it's not my favorite. The Too Faced highlighters are never my favorite. I'm just going to put it out there. I like a really blinding highlight, and this just doesn't give me that intensity that I love. And so it gives you a highlight. It does the job. It just doesn't do what I would like it to do. The blush is very, very pretty. The bronzer, I mean, it's just kind of standard. They put one in every holiday set, and you're typically going to get a chocolate soleil here or there. This one particular is extra toasty, but like I said, Let It Snow Girl has chocolate soleil. So they're usually around the same tone. This one, extra toasty, is what I find to be consistent with previous holiday releases. But again, a lot of times you'll get a dupe in that you get chocolate soleil. So this one's, it's pretty. It's not like, you know, I'm not blown away by the face palette, but I didn't buy it just for the face palette. I really bought it for this. I think the packaging on this is probably the best out of all of the sets. It's very detailed, it's very pretty. Now, granted, the Gingerbread Lane is also very detailed and pretty. Those are little minis. This is a very, like, this is your typical eyeshadow palette size. So it does open up like a book, and you do have the gingerbreads in on the inner corner, and then here are, again, your shades. So more like a typical eyeshadow palette. The mattes in here perform so nicely. They're very soft. Too Faced can be hit or miss with their matte shades. Sometimes they can feel chalky, and sometimes they can feel really dusty, hard, and these feel very, very soft to the touch. They're very buildable. They're very opaque. But that's not why I love this palette. I love this palette for the standout shades, which you know, like the metallic shades, the sparkly shades. These shades are, I don't feel like I have seen something this amazing from Too Faced when it comes to those types of shades. They are very creamy, very, very soft, and they are so intense. So right off the bat, I will tell you, if you are a person who loves standout shades, you love those metallic, intense shades that just call attention to your eyes, this is the set for you. None of those have what this one has in the realm of intensity for standout shades. This one is absolutely beautiful. For that reason, it is my favorite set of the three, and I see myself using this a lot. I don't recall Too Faced ever releasing something this good in the way of quality for those standout shades. So I'm very, very happy with it. I see a little similarity from years back. I don't see near as much as what I'm used to seeing, and that was the main reason I wasn't going to pick it up. But absolutely beautiful. I highly, highly recommend this one. It is also the most pricey of the three. It's $58. So it just depends on what you're wanting to go for. So lastly, let's move into the Let It Snow Girl. So this one is, again, $49. It also has the, in my opinion, cheapest packaging. It feels very lightweight. It feels like it could go wrong real fast as far as like, not tearing, but kind of. It's just a cheap cardboard material. It's not, I'm just not a fan. Anyways, so let's go ahead and where do we want to start first on this one? As far as the aesthetic, like I said, it's absolutely, I wish they would have done more with it, because look how cute this is. And I was just completely drawn in by her face. It's just, it's got the glitter, it's got the pink. Yeah, I'm a sucker. Anyways, so same thing with this. The highlight, not a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Too Faced highlights. Chocolate Soleil, I've used it before, so it's nothing super extraordinary. It's just kind of one of those things where you're paying to have a one-stop shop for your face and your eye needs. As far as the blushes, I really do think they are beautiful. Like I said, I love the shade range in here. They take slight building, but nothing that is ridiculous like, oh my gosh, I can't make this blush work. No, this is very workable, very doable, and the shade range is really, really nice. So definitely happy there. Again, just the packaging kind of detracts from that. And then lastly, the eyeshadow palette. So my favorite shade in this palette is the Snow Globe glitter shade. It's very intense. I find it to be more intense than the glitter shades that are included in the Christmas house party or whatever, which I forgot to tell you that another reason this is my favorite is because of the little separate glitter palette. Anyways, but this one is my favorite out of all of them. It's very, very tinsely, Christmassy, special. I love it. Aside from that, I'm not a fan of the eyeshadow formula in this palette. And the crazy thing is, that's not to say everything in China is poorly made or that it's bad quality, because honestly, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes that I love that are some of my top favorites, and they have been made in China. But this one was made in USA, and based on previous years, we have seen the better quality be the ones that have been made in the USA. I don't know, it's just worked out that way. This particular one was made in the USA, and just the pan size, the quality of the eyeshadows, I'm just really not a fan. I am all for smaller pan size at a lower cost. The only thing is I'm really finding it hard to maneuver in these pan sizes when I want to use my finger. So, and I don't have a whole lot of long nails, so my ladies with very long nails, I can foresee that being difficult. But do you see how small those pan sizes are? They are very minute. Like literally, let me put my finger over one of them, and I practically cover the whole pan. So anyways, the metallics or the standout shades in here, really nothing to write home about. They're a little bit more dull, and that's probably not the right word. It's going to sound horrible, but they take more building up. They're a little bit more sheer, and just dull is all I can think of compared to the other two sets. As I mentioned, the glitter shade is my favorite, and if anything, I would keep this for that, but that's kind of sad to pay $49, although I got it on 20% off, for this whole set to just like it or love it for that one glitter shade. So all in all, I think this is good for a basic beginner, someone who's not really into a whole lot of quality of packaging, someone who's not looking for those bam, in-your-face standout shades. I will tell you the mattes in here perform very lovely. They're very nice. They're very buildable. As you could tell in the demo, I went in a little too hard on that first one, and I've used these before, but I had not dug in that deep to a matte shade, and when I went in, I was like, oh shoot. So anyways, that being said, this is my least favorite. I don't even know that I would recommend it to you unless for the reasons I said. You'd say, okay, that $49 would work for me as far as getting 4 blushes, the highlight and the bronzer, that glitter shade, and maybe, again, you're more of a beginner that you can go a little softer on these shades, like standout shades, things like that. But definitely my least favorite, and I don't know that I really would recommend it. Again, my top favorite, this one. Mattes are beautiful, standout shades, ridiculous for a holiday set. It comes with the little, I can't find it right now, but the little glitter palette as well. So you have everything you need for a intense holiday look given this set. And then as far as the Gingerbread Lane, super great value. The quality for the value really impressed me. I did not expect to be as impressed as I was with these. And so if I would rank them, I would rank it the House Party first, your Gingerbread Lane second, and your Let It Snow Girl last. So, all right, guys, I hope this helped you. I know this was a lot of information in a very short period of time, but hopefully now that you're gathering your information for possibly like the Sephora sale or the Ulta sale, this helps you make a decision on which Too Faced holiday set is right for you and that you don't feel so overwhelmed. Alright my friends, I hope you enjoyed and found this video helpful. I hope you'll consider giving it a thumbs up if you did, and I hope you'll consider subscribing if you are new to my channel. I would love to have you as part of this YouTube family. Before I let you go, I want to give you a quick verse of the day just to encourage you. Today's comes from 1 Chronicles 16:34, and it says, "Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good. His love endures forever." Alright my friends, I will see you in the next one. I hope you're having a fabulous day. Take care. See you soon. Bye.